Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know when Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got back control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints. We earned 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind?
Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow.
Menu narration option is set to off.
Like rocket, what you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 480. Check 52. Come on. Watch the slip. Watch the slip. Hey, kill.
They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Big stop, let's go.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17.
Well, we see so many good battles in the NFC East, and Cowboys and Giants, they rarely disappoint. They didn't disappoint last year. Cowboys got the better of the Giants both times. Week 2, 20-13, and then in Week 17, a thriller, 36-35. That was a game where Dak Prescott threw 4 touchdown passes. Prescott throwing complete to Cobb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Here we go, 46.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, here we go.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Dalvin Tomlinson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 9 yards on the gain there, so he got half of it back, and it'll be 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Caught left side by Cobb. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Kill.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Prescott on 3rd and goal. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing Jones. Coleman has it here right side. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones will get this out to Barkley complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Down. 10 Lobo.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Bravo.
Here's Jones. Going to throw again. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what...
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff? that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jones now from the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's second down and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Here I come again.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Well, that's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards.
15-9. You better be afraid to go.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right? And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Prescott now. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Prescott from the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Sua Cravens. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Here we go. 56, right there, 56. Drop deep, drop deep.
3rd and long for Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup and mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Here we go. Hey, pick it up, defense. We're going to 54.
On the counter, Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37.
It's a gain of 20.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
16 yards, a first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Watch the safety creep. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
The give is to Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Check.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Throwing again on second down. Jones throwing the out route incomplete. It's Tate. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A lot of eyes on Golden Tate this year to see if he can take over some of the production that OBJ had before he got shipped to Cleveland. You know, Beckham had 1,000-yard seasons 4 of his 5 years in New York. Golden Tate struggled at the end of last year in Philadelphia, but he had a really good run in Detroit, including 3,000-yard seasons in the middle of this decade. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. Well, on that long touchdown, look, the pass was fine, but it was short. What Saquon did after the catch, that's impressive.
And that's just demoralizing if you're on the defensive side of the ball, too, because if he catches a short one, that's your opportunity to tackle him, put him on the ground, and get up for the next down. Instead, he makes a move, he makes people miss, he runs through tackles, he spins, he jukes, and he continues to run because once he gets into the open field and turns it loose, he can fly.
Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Jones on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Slam, slam, slam. Recon, 132 fighter. Bang, 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 bang.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Check the backer, check the backer. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Now Jones on third down. Being chased out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Randy Gregory in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
6-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. From the 30 on second down, Jones got his man complete over the middle. That's Tate. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Jones now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. That was a really nice run there to bring up third and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Go! Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Here's Jones operating from the gun. And Ingram holds it in. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
Here we go. 70, Indy. You must be dreaming. Protein spill. Hit it.
From the gun, Jones. Now he'll escape to his right. It's caught, Shepard. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd down and goal. Jones. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Hey, check right. Watching your 5. Wild Bill. Check 43. Switch. Now.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are back within a single score.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing, anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And that'll set him back 5. Rosas now to add the PAT. And the lead is down to 4. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. First down, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Space to maneuver at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Well, using Zeke Elliott in the passing game, that's something Cowboy fans are getting used to. Last year, 77 receptions, and you think back to his rookie season, he had 32 and then 26 his second year, but he's really on the uptick. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
56. I don't even know why this team showed up. He's checking. We're going to 53. Slam. 26.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's Prescott. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. 22 yards there. A first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. He was brought down by Malik Collins.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll go to Barkley again and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back.
He's not going to get me. Hey, check 24. X3. 218. Chopper. Lead grip.
Operating from the gun. Jones. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Russell Shepard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Rosas to add the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The 36-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. On 2nd and 9, Prescott over the middle, complete. It's Schultz, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They'll run with Elliott. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. On third down, it's Prescott. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
So don't say nothing. General West.
Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Jones operating from the gun. Oh, I can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. .51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, A field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
We ain't giving them nothing to do.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
A first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch tight end. Even. 4 down. Even. Check. Kill. Check. Crunch.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Completes it right side to Cooper. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point by Mara, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now Jones throwing after the interception. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Throwing, Jones. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Jones. Cody Latimer, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
I got you. Mike 55. Get it.
Here's Jones. Going to throw on third and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Austin Seferian-Jenkins. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion.
Hey, exit. Mike 55. Check 55.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
First down, Dallas.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. No running room for Zeke on first down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now Elliott. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.
There you go. 56. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.
Almost a yard on the play. And it's third down.
Right there. 56. Hey, come on now. Come on now.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Dallas, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.